backwards one. Hi, this is Beth Sinclair from Michigan. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I cannot find my backwards paper like this. So I guess I can leave this, use your imagination. It's elizabethsinclair.stampinup.net. I give up. I have probably 2 of these sitting around this room somewhere. I just cannot find it at the moment. So anyways, we're going to do this little card. This one's nice and easy. So I wanted to do some easy ones for anybody that's just starting out, and it doesn't use a whole lot of different things. It's two things I use. Okay, first, I used my Rustic Crates dies and my stamps for this. Okay. This little bit, I used my All About Autumn little die right there. And then the sentiment came from that one as well. And I put that one away, but it's the one that says Autumn teaches us, I can't read upside down, teaches us that change can be beautiful. And it's inside the stamp set All About Autumn, which I think I used last week too. So, okay, so this is the card we're making. I started with pecan pie, a card base, measuring 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4.5. 4.25. Hello, 4.25. That way it gives us our A2 card. Then I have a piece of Glorious Gingham that happens to also be in pecan pie. I cut this one at 5 inches by 3 3/4. That way it'll give us a nice thick border all around. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on right now, and then we're going to continue. Now, I like gluing just because I like wiggle room. If I want something stuck really good and I know I'm not going to have to do wiggle room, I'll show you. This is what I use. My Stampin' Seal, because this stuff is nice and strong. I just don't trust myself to put Stampin' Seal in this and have it lay perfectly on here. Maybe one day I'll be better and I'll do that, but not now. All right. And watch, I just did it right the first time. Okay. Throughout making the card, it's good to make sure you realize how it's open, because you don't want to make it upside down. All right. Next, I've got a basic white circle. This circle came from the Stylish Shape dies, and it was the largest circle. That one seemed to be nice and roomy for the creative things that I want to put in there. Okay. So, and I used my Stampin' Blends, and I stamped this from the stamp set, and I colored them. Now, the pumpkins are in pumpkin pie. This flower is in light pumpkin pie, and this one is in yellow. Yeah, my things, Daffodil Delight, and my green is all Old Olive. And then the little corns, I use a Lemon Lolly just because I wanted them to be a little brighter. So this is going to go first before I do anything with that. Now I have 2 ways of doing a crate. The one I did in this card, I stamped the crate and I cut it out. And it's going to go right here and have them peeking out. So I'd recommend take your silicone sheet, mat, and figure out where you want it. And I'm going to put a little strip with my Stampin' Seal because I'm not too worried about this one. Right here. Okay. Now that I got glue there, I can kind of eyeball where I want this and then lay it down. Okay. Next, I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'm going to put them on, well, on here. So it'll go on there. Now you don't want to double dimensional anything because then it gets too thick and then you're going to have trouble getting in the envelope and it doesn't look that great. So I've decided this is going to get the dimensionals. That's going to get glued on. And, oh, come on. And, okay, one more. Sometimes I find these little papers end up all over the house. So, and I do take them off kind of irresponsibly. So I'm just trying to do it this way. Oh, so I lost it. And then I can take this and shake it in the trash. Or I can collect them on here. But the little ones are harder for me to do that way. All right, so got our circle. And we're going to place this right in the middle. I just eyeball it. This I'm going to put glue on. I probably could stamp and seal this one, but just in case, I'll put the glue on. And I'm just going to put it in the top half because I am putting a sentiment on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Now, I wanted to have fun with the fact that there's one print here and one print here. And of course, they coordinate. That's what makes cards made with Stampin' Up! So pretty. It's because they coordinate. So I'm going to put this right there. Now that I'm looking at that, I think I want this up a little higher. And since it hasn't dried yet, I can do that. That's why I like glue. All right, so this is going to go here and this is going to go here. Now that has one dimensional, this can have one. So I'm going to use it on here. And I'll just put one in each corner. This, taking them off, took a little practice for me. And I'm going to just put this right in the middle of this one. And you know how I know the middle? Because of the little squares. I count 4 on this end, 4 on this end, and then I know I'm there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. This I'm going to glue to the bottom. And then I put a rhinestone that I didn't pull out. Put a little rhinestone one on there. I actually did the ones that had copper clay because I don't have a pecan pie rhinestone at the moment. And I really didn't think it was noticeable. But I'm not going to get up and get them right now. We're going to call this card done. Okay? Another way of doing it, I'll show you this one. I used the die to make a crate. So that's another way we can do it. And I love this little hello I found in there. All right. So those are 2 different ways to do that. I'll show you the crate though. I put it together. This die. And then you've got these little pieces that make it look like they're, here, I'm going to show you. Okay, so we got that. And we got these little pieces that look like hinges, or I don't know what parts of a crate are, to be honest with you. All right. And you got those 2. They give it a realistic look. So, and also this is embossed, so it looks like wood, which I think is pretty cool. I'm just going to make the little basket. Now there's another piece where you can make it 3-dimensional, but I'm not really wanting to do that because it's not going to fit very well in an envelope for me if I do 3-dimensional. I got to play with that a little bit more. And, okay. And then the label is really cool. It gives you 2 pieces. You got that, And then you got this. And I typed, hello. Boy, am I thinking old stuff. I stamped for you in this. And what you do is you put it like so. And then it goes right underneath there. So we know it looks so realistic that way. So for this, I'm going to just put a little dab of glue on the edges. Okay. And I'm going to stick this on there. Like that. And I'm going to glue this onto the crate. Another neat thing it has is handles. I didn't put the handles on that one. I cut them out, but I forgot to. I think it'd be better to do it before you glue it down, though. But you can put this handle up here. And this is, actually, I would do this. And then you can put that on afterwards. Like that. So that's how you make the little crate. Okay. If you'd like to purchase anything, the mini album did come out earlier this week. And you will find these things in there. They make nice holiday cards. Like if you go over someone's house for Thanksgiving, give them a little thank you card or something. All right. Thank you for watching.